Cakes podcast. I'm Bert Lepore. He's Jamie Monte Carlo. We're hanging here with Angry Mike G. And today, we have a special guest, Rick Reynolds from Stone Horses. Today, it's Highway to Hell versus Back in Black, track by track.
All right, here we go. Another episode, Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes, episode 14. We're already in the teens.
Yeah.
Today, we're doing a album battle, classic album battle with I guess you want to call it two sister albums. You know, pick two albums from one band. And, usually what we're going to do, this is the first time doing it. We're doing AC/DC, Highway to Hell versus Back in Black, track by track. So track one versus track one, track two versus track two, so on and so forth. And the reason why we picked these two is because they're back-to-back records. They're both classic records. We'll probably do it in the future. Maybe we could do like Metallica, Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets, something, so you get the idea. We could do Def Leppard, Pyromania, Hysteria, back to back.
Backstreet Boys.
Like
Yeah, Backstreet Boys. Yeah.
So, we got a special guest today. Rick Reynolds from Stone Horses plays bass. He also has some solo music.
Rick, did you just release that on Spotify today?
So I'm just working all this out as I go along. It's run at a solo gig, but it came out Tuesday, I think. I'm pretty sure it's out on all the majors now. And yeah, just got the one single out. I got another one coming out in 2 weeks, and then the rest of my EP will be out Feb 5. So yeah, Jan 22nd and then Feb 5. So it's like every 2 weeks from now.
Nice. Damien was telling me that the band you're in now is called Stone Horses, but it used to be called Charm City Devils, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of like it's.
I remember them. I remember that band.
Yeah. Charm City were great. They kicked around for a while, and then John, the singer, and Jason, the drummer, they kind of took a small hiatus and wanted to keep going. And that's kind of when I was living in Texas at the time, and some friends, actually, good mate Jaron Galena, who I met with Damien.
Yeah, Jaron's
back
a great
in the
guy.
Day. He's given me I'd say he's given me a lot of gigs, but he might have given me every gig. He might have given me all the gigs. But John, he was a friend with John. He filled in with Charm City back in the day, and he was starting a new project, and I came in from Texas and played with those guys, and then moved up here a couple of months later and living in Philly now. So commute down to Baltimore, and we've been together about 3 years. We came back for one EP as Charm City, which had a couple of really good tunes on it, but we're rolling on as Stone Horses, and in the world of bands and all that, as you guys know, it's kind of chopping and changing all the time. So just trying to always look for that perfect, looking for that perfect formula to kind of hit it at the right time, and unfortunately, like always, the elements are against you, but we fight it on, and that's kind of why we're here.
Well, dude, that's great that you're listening, because me and Damien are almost, not to the extent that you probably are, but we're in that position too where we're just like, fuck it, we're not going to sit still, we're going to just put out music because we like to create stuff. And I say it's kind of like what you're doing now. You're just putting out some stuff that you just want to create.
Yeah, and it's been, a lot of downtime, and I've always kind of sung to myself, but never really had the confidence to do it. But I played guitar for 12 years, I think, before I started playing bass. So it all kind of came together at the right moment, and it's kind of one of these things, like if you're sitting around and you play music and all that, and we've had a year like 2020, if you're kind of not getting stuff out, then what are you doing with your time, And
right.
Like, I love the Monte Carlo stuff, just ripping.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, it gets me so fired up. And I've been fortunate enough, Seabass Labar, old Sebastian, he was hanging around the house the other day, and we just talked about how cool it is. He's got a bunch of music going on. You guys have got some coming out. I got some coming out. My housemate, longtime bandmate, Art Struck, he just got a new EP out 2 weeks ago with his band Marsha Drive, and like everyone we know is kind of doing stuff, and that's
good though.
like,
it's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah. And
It's
it
yeah,
sucks that you can't do it and celebrate it over beers together. But if we could do these kind of things, then I'll take it until we can get back to that. So.
Yeah, keep it fun and keep yourself occupied. You know, like right now, I feel like I'm more busy now than before without playing out. You know,
absolutely.
It's crazy.
And what else is there to do? I mean, stare at the wall, watch Netflix all day. I mean, you know.
Exactly.
We did that for a month, pretty much. Well, I did.
Yeah, I did it. I think from like March till summertime. I think that's all we were doing.
I can't sit still for 3 minutes. You know, it's tough.
Well, when I had the COVID, I was out of work for a month. So
there you go. It's a lot of Pornhub, Mike. A lot of Pornhub. They should be fucking sponsoring us. We mention them so much on here.
Right?
Yeah.
They'll give us a barrel of lube.
Yeah. At a discounted price, at least.
That's what they usually do. They send you like a barrel of lube.
It's crazy.
Oh, you know?
I've heard it in articles and stuff, like somebody that mentions them or whatever. They send them a barrel of lube or whatever. And it's usually like someone that like you wouldn't expect or probably doesn't want it. Or secretly does. Who knows?
So, Rick, are you originally from Australia?
I am. Yeah,
Oh,
wow. Born and raised. I moved over to this crazy place. Oh, God, I was 28. So, yeah, pretty much Australian through and through, as much as you can get.
Nice.
So what is it? Vegemite? Is that a yay or a nay for you?
Fuck yeah, Vegemite. We can swear here, right? It's podcast. So, yeah, fuck yeah, Vegemite.
I love Vegemite. Yep.
You do.
Oh yeah,
it's great. It's great, man. It's hard to find people who try it, and then it's harder to find people who dig it.
We used to play. You could get it on Amazon, but we used to play World of Warcraft, and a bunch of people we were playing was about 4 or 5 Australians, and they were constantly talking about Vegemite. So one of them actually sent it to me. I tried it out. I don't know if I was doing it right. You put it on the toast with the butter, and
fuck yeah. If you like it, you did it right.
Right, and I was telling them it's good with like a pint of like dark beer or something like that.
You just spread it on bread or something like butter?
Toast. I did toast.
Yeah.
I
dipped my finger in it and just tried it like that. It didn't work for me that way.
No, you don't dip your finger in it. No. You got to do it because it's just going to be overwhelming. If you do
I don't know what to make of it.
It's like like soy sauce kind of style. Just eat a tiny little bit. Just a little bit.
Yep.
Very cool. Yeah, I made friends with Barry Duffield from Spartacus. You know, we did a convention a couple years ago, and we helped him out a little bit. Like a handler kind of deal. And I met him, and dude, he was from Australia. Same thing, so laid back, so cool. Actually, that whole cast was super cool. I mean, so friggin' laid back, man. Like and they talk and curse like we do, like just like they don't give a fuck. They just talk. It's great. It's like So everybody I met from Australia was pretty damn cool. They're laid back, chill. It
was funny. This one guy that we used to play with, he had like his headphones on, and we'd hear this crazy cuckling sound in the back. Like, what the hell is that? He's like, I think he said they were like kookaburras or something like that.
Kookaburra. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what it is? He's like, they're like these birds that just make this crazy noise. He's like, and they're all around his house.
Crazy,
they laugh all day and they eat snakes.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Oh,
wow.
We got to look into that.
Pretty bitching.
We got to look into that. Here we go. Awesome, man. All right, so let's get on this battle here. Highway to Hell, 1978 versus
79.
Back in Black. 1979 versus I fuck up already. Highway to Hell, 1979 versus Back in Black, 1980. Round 1. Highway to Hell versus Hell's Bells. What do you got, Rick?
Man, it's tough, but I gotta go Highway to Hell just because it's Highway to Hell.
Yeah.
He's like, I mean, who would be ringing the bells if we didn't take the road there?
That's good. That's a great point.
Yeah,
that's a really, really, really good point. Yeah, this is a tough one. Damo, what you got?
That's really, really tough.
It is.
Man, I got to go with Hell's Bells just because the intro and everything, and I love those intros, but that's super tough. A lot of these Songs
tough
are
records.
super tough, but I'm going to Hell's Bells on that.
Yeah, it's probably their best 2 records. You know, it really is.
Yeah.
It's tough. Mike, how about you?
I wanted to go with Hell's Bells, but I'm more of a Bon Scott guy. So, I mean, I went with Highway to Hell.
Wow, this one's going to be close. Oh, man. I love Highway to Hell. I love Bon Scott, but, man, Hell's Bells, it's that intro.
Yeah.
It's the intro. So
Can we put the intro on Highway to Hell then, Dave?
Yeah, why not? But I like what Rick said, that you need one to get the other. I kind of like that idea, too.
Yeah.
But it looks
true.
like this one's going to be tough, man. I'm going with Hell's Bells. Dame, you're
All
keeping
right.
score, right?
Yeah. I got the score sheet.
All right. Let's
So we're
let's
2
move
and
on.
2.
Round 2. Girls Got Rhythm versus Shoot to Thrill. What do you got, Rick?
Oh man, it's so I went through both these records today, and I forgot just how fucking good they were, and they're like, to compare them is kind of rude, because they're just it's hard. But I think I'm gonna go Shoot to Thrill, just because like Girls Got Rhythm is so sick, but Shoot to Thrill is kind of like the soundtrack to any like footage ever that involves like cars and a burnout and muscle cars and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's just like every action movie ever like exists.
It pumps you
because
up.
of Shoot to Thrill.
It pumps you up.
It's a hype guy, definitely.
Very nice, very nice. Damo, what do you think? Tough, right?
It's a tough one, but not as tough as the first one. I'm going to go with Shoot the Thrill too.
Nice. What about you, Mike?
I'm going to be the odd man right now. I'm going with Girls Got Rhythm.
You're always the odd one.
There's no wrong answers. That's the thing.
Right, there's really not. So Mike goes with Girls Got Rhythm. Oh, man, it's tough. The first 4 songs off Highway to Hell are so good. I'm going to go to Shoot the Thrill. I like what Rick said. I'm with Rick on this one. It's just balls to the wall action, nonstop. You can put it in any fucking movie that's got something going on and moving. Shoot the Thrill. I'm going to go with Shoot the Thrill.
Don't they usually have that in the Iron Man movies?
I think
at
least one they did, yeah.
Didn't like AC/DC do a whole Iron Man soundtrack? They did.
Yeah, I think so.
They did.
Yeah.
And they did the same thing for Who Made Who, if you remember Maximum Overdrive back in the day when we were young.
Mm-hmm.
They did. It was like, it's weird. I mean, before we go into the next round, it's weird that if you notice, besides them 2 little compilation things they did, AC/DC, like Metallica, I don't think ever put out a greatest hits record. Like a total greatest hits record.
Well, they did the box set.
Not counting the box
well,
set.
you know what? That was more like, I think that was a Bon Scott like box set.
It was like some old stuff and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? They did a live album, a couple live albums, 2 or 3 live albums, but they never did like a greatest hits record. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting considering that, say somebody like Kiss gets signed for 5 deals. It's like, all right, we got 3 studio records of greatest hits and a live record.
They got
you
four
know,
and a half greatest hits records out of a 5-album deal.
How many fucking times can I hear rock and roll a night?
That's true.
Let me ask you though, how are you going to do a greatest hits album when your career's not over? Wait till your career's over, play out the greatest hits.
Nah, you got to get the people that don't know what the fuck's going on. You got to give them something to listen to.
The hell with them.
Well, you know what? When you have like mega big albums, like Metallica, AC/DC,
the whole record.
Yeah, I mean Metallica. You can say the Black Album is right there as like a greatest. I mean, it sold like 1 billion records.
That's great.
Back in Black is like, I think it's like
it's up there
next to Thriller. I think it's like the number 2.
It's up there.
It's probably the number 1 rock like record selling of all time.
Dude, when I used to work at Strawberries Records when I was like 16 to 19, I remember every week certain records sold. I couldn't believe it. It was Thriller, it was Back in Black, and I remember Meatloaf Out of Hell. We sold them constantly, them 3 records.
Yeah,
it
I
was
just
unbelievable.
It's 50 million copies worldwide.
That's insane.
Million.
That's
crazy,
insane, man. I love it. I love it.
Dude.
Let's go. Okay, round 3. Walk all over you.
Damo,
I'm sorry. Get Rick.
I was just gonna say, you say 50 million of Back
in Black. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I read the other day, like, I think Jay-Z has sold about 50 something for his career. You just say,
Yeah,
damn,
Yeah.
like to put it in perspective, like that's
Yeah.
some
Right.
serious shit.
Well,
But anyway, next song. Sorry.
That's cool, man. That's cool. It's amazing that you could sell something now and not sell as much sometimes. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's big now, which is like, it took fucking forever to hit number 10 or 9. Where now you can sell the same amount and hit 1. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Weird industry right now. Okay, round 3. Walk All Over You versus What Do You Do for the Money, Honey? What do you got, Rick?
I think this is one of the easier ones. Walk All Over You.
Yeah.
Man, it's just so good. Just like so sleazy.
Yeah.
And it sounds like, because I mean, they came from the same city that I did, so
Oh, did they?
it's kind of they're from Melbourne. Like, I remember going to a record store once, and this dude's like, I saw AC/DC back at the Ringwood skating arena back in 70 something for $2 on a Saturday night, blah blah blah. And I grew up in North Ringwood, so it's like just down the street, which is kind of cool. But like, I was listening to him today, and I was like, yeah, they really do sound like that kind of world. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the Walk All Over You, definitely.
Nice. Very nice. Damo, what you got?
I think I'm going with What Do You Do for Money, Honey?
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's an upset. A little bit of an upset on that one.
It's well, I'll tell you, I liked it so much I ripped off the riff in the verse.
How we all do that?
Mach 22 had a song Go Ahead, which I wrote all the music for, and that's a total ripoff of What Do You Do for Money, Honey, the verse.
See, it wasn't one of the big ones. We didn't notice.
Yeah, it totally is. Fuck yeah, it is. I never realized that before, but yeah, that's it. Wow.
I mean, everybody ripped them off, so it's like, why not? You know?
Why not?
Yeah.
Mike, what do you got?
I went Walk All Over You. That's just a great song. That might be one of my favorite songs by them.
It's a good one, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I want to go Walk All Over You too. It's just, I love that slow guitar kind of. It's like Rick said, it sets you up. It sets you up, and the backing vocals, as simple as they are, fucking awesome. It's just plain simple.
Yeah.
It's just there. It's awesome.
2 things I noticed, like just listening to these records today, is like how like much there's nothing there. It's like just a couple of guitars and just like basic instruments. There's nothing there. But and also on both records, how fucking slamming their backing vocals are.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Yeah. And they're not doing nothing special. It just sounds good, you know?
No.
That's that Mutt Lange production, man. I mean, he did both those records. I mean, Back in Black, I think, is probably one of the best sounding records. I mean, it doesn't sound like it was recorded 40 years ago. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
It did a great production on that. Yeah.
It don't sound old at all. Don't sound old at all. So for me, I'm definitely going with Walk All Over You. Definitely. We're gonna move on to round 4. Touch Too Much versus Giving the Dog a Bone. What you got, Rick?
Ooh, man. This is another tough one. It's like a action movie versus like a street punk band, you know?
Yeah.
So, but I think I'm gonna go. Giving a Dog a Bone on this one.
Nice, Damo.
When I was younger, we used to go to this club up in North Jersey, Birchill, and right before the bands, I used to go there like almost every week, and they always used to play like the same songs all the time.
Right.
Well, right before the bands, they would have like this screen came down, and they would show like old, heavy metal videos, but the music they played was like something totally different. Like, I don't know, like AC/DC Giving the Dog a Bone was played all the time, and like they would have like a Bullet Boys video playing or something. So that song really grew on me. But Touch Too Much is probably my favorite AC/DC song ever.
Oh, nice. Wow.
So I'm going with that. And you know what? That song doesn't sound like them at all.
No.
A lot of the AC/DC songs, you just know. I mean, but that one it's a different sounding song, and I'm going with that one.
Nice. What you got, Mike?
Yeah, I got Touch Too Much also.
Yeah, it's a
I
great
got
song.
the first 4 from that
Damn,
record
that's-
now.
Yeah.
It starts out great. It starts out really good. Touch Too Much. I got to go with Touch Too Much. That's my pick.
Is that solo on that? Am I the only?
Yeah, you're the
guy
lone
getting
guy.
my
You're the
dog a
lone wolf
bone?
on that one.
Damn.
Hey, that's good though. It's gonna make it really crazy at the end, maybe.
I saw AC/DC with Axel with him singing a few years
shit.
ago, and they did that song. It's like the first time they played it since Highway to Hell with Bon Scott. And man, I went ape shit when I heard that. I was like, and Axel did a bang up job.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
he was like it was a treat.
Yeah.
It was a cool thing to see, you know.
I heard some clips on that on the internet, and it was pretty damn good.
Yeah,
it was pretty good. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a cool thing to see.
All right, moving on to round 5. Beating Around the Bush versus Let Me Put My Love Into You. What you got, Rick?
It's a tough one, man, but like Beating Around the Bush is so fucking scrappy and good, but just, I mean, the hook of the chorus on Let Me Put Your Love Into You is like, what the fuck do you do with that, man? Like, go home. No one writes shit that good. Like, it's tough one, but I'm going with definitely Let Me Put My Love Into You.
Damo.
Yeah, it's another tough. I mean, I really like them both. I like, Let Me Put My Love Into You is like real kind of sleazy but sexy too. It's just. But I like Beating Around the Bush. It's got like almost like a rock and roll boogie kind of feel, you know.
Digga, 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 digga.
Yeah,
it's fucking cool.
So I'm going with that one.
Very nice, Mike. What you got?
I went with Beating Around the Bush.
It's a good one.
It's weird when I'm really not sure. It just goes to Bon Scott.
Yeah.
So that's like
His
deciding
delivery's
factor for
good.
me. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just unique in his style.
It's definitely unique. Definitely unique.
Mm-hmm.
I got to say, as much as I like to beat around the bush, I'd rather put it in, baby. So I'm going to go, let me put my love into you. It's in, baby. I can only be teased for so long. Round 6, Shot Down in Flames versus Back in Black. What you got, Rick?
Oh man, it feels like a crime to go sort of anything that's not Back in Black, but then at the same time, I'm kind of a fucking prick. So I think I'm gonna go Shut Down in Flames.
Wow,
because it's like, yeah. I mean, it's against it. The reason, the only downside to Back in Black is it's so fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's a victim of its own success. So
There
like,
you go.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the only reason I'm going Shut Down in Flames. I mean, what the fuck do you do with Back in Black either?
What do you got, Damo?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I mean, I mean, Back in Black is like, it's a massive, massive tune, but I just like Shot Down in Flames so much better,
Wow.
So that's what I'm going with.
Wow, we might have an upset here. What you got, Mike?
Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with this one. I mean, I went with Back in Black. I didn't even listen to Shot Down in Flames, so I didn't even give that one a chance because it's Back in Black. So
yeah,
and I'll apologize for that, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Black in Black for me. I couldn't even. I mean, that's some. I don't want to say throwaway song on the album, but it's to me, it's not going to compete with Back in Black.
Yeah,
that's another song. It's just I know it's everywhere. It's sporting events and movies, but I mean, that's what makes it so good. I guess that's why it's doing those places and
sure
not.
Oh,
not the other song.
It's undeniable.
Yeah, I mean, for me, man, as soon as you hear that click, 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 you know what it is. You know what song it is.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite songs from it, even though it's overplayed and you hear it everywhere. It just gets you fucking going. I'm going to go Back in Black. Mark that one down, Damo. That's another tough one. It's another.
I know.
It's a battle. It's a battle here. Round 7, Get It Hot versus You Shook Me All Night Long. What you thinking, Rick?
Oh man, it's tough because I just went against Back in Black because it's well overplayed. But I think for this one, I'm gonna have to go. You Shook Me All Night Long. I'm a hypocrite.
You split it down the middle.
Why not?
Yeah,
I don't know what
why
I'm
not?
doing right now.
How about you, Damo?
I'm not really. I don't know. This is just going to win by default because I don't like Get It Hot, really.
Right, yeah.
So, and You Shook Me All Night Long is probably my least favorite from Back in Black.
Right.
But I like that a little bit more than Get It Hot, so I'm going with that one. I mean, I don't dislike the song. It's just like you heard it a billion times.
Sure.
A billion times. But if I listen to it, I like it. I don't turn it off. So I'll go with that one.
Mike D, what you got?
I went with You Shook Me All Night. I mean, that's probably one of the first AC/DC songs I heard. And I remember I think if I remember the video, wasn't he like in a bathtub or something like that?
Yeah, it's like scrubbing his rug.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, to me, that's like, yeah, it's more nostalgia. I know it's an overplayed song, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
We're looking for the best on the albums.
If you watch that video, man, they look older than we do, and they're probably younger than we are in that video. They look old as shit, and they just look like a scrappy old band. I love that they didn't really need no gimmick. I mean, Angus had his gimmick, but that
he had the shorts.
Scrappy. They just look scrappy. Yeah, for me, You Shook Me All Night Long. I don't even think it's close for me. I want to go You Shook Me All Night Long on that one. We're going to move on to round 8. If You Want Blood versus Have a Drink on Me. What do you got, Rick?
Yeah, so this was probably the toughest one on here. Might have been one of the toughest ones on here. But I would think I'm just going to go with If You Want Blood, because the way Bond sings that is fucking like, I don't know, man. He was pissed at something.
Yeah. He meant it.
Yeah, he caught it well.
Yeah. Nice. What do you got, Dame?
Man, let me tell you, some of these
2 great records.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like, the tough ones are freaking tough, man. And this is really tough. I'm going with Have a Drink on Me because, I like to drink. And that's when I hear that song, that's like the perfect drinking song, man. I just want to get ripped. So that's what I'm going with.
All right, Mike, what you got?
I went with Have a Drink on Me. I mean, I know it's the more popular of a song, but I kind of like that one.
It's a tough one. If You Want Blood's really, really good, but Have a Drink on Me. It's just so big.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, Dane, but wasn't If You Want Blood, wasn't that another AC/DC tune they hadn't done like since Spawn until Axl?
I might be right about that. Yeah.
I think there might have been another one in there.
Yeah.
I have to check that out. Yeah.
Which would make sense because he'd rip that.
Yeah.
And the Bond stuff's hard, man. The Bond stuff, for a singer, he's got such a different kind of cadence to his voice. It's tough. Guess what? To cover either one of these guys, unless you have that sound, even with Brian Johnson, unless you have that sound, man, it's tough.
Yeah, man. I mean, when I start drinking, I want to sing those AC/DC songs. I could just about hit it down, but that shit is tough. Man.
Yeah, it's like anytime me and Dame are at a party or something, we always wind up doing the Tom Kiefer voice, which is kind of like the AC/DC.
It's the Brian Johnson voice. Yeah,
we start it up, and once we start up, it goes on for like 3 hours. Yeah, man, it's close. Round 9, Love Hungry Man versus Shake a Leg. What do you got, Rick?
Shake a Leg for sure. Yeah,
let's go with Shake a Leg.
It's like both of them are kind of like, sort of not the most prominent tracks for me, but Shake a Leg's got a pretty fucking good thing going on.
How about you, Dame?
Yeah, I'm going with that one too. That song reminds me of like a Bon Scott era song. I mean, we're talking about a year difference, but I could like hear Bond singing that one. I'm going with that one.
Cool. How about you, Mike? Too.
I went with Love Hungry Man. I kind of when I'm hard to decide, I go on the Bond side. So
yeah. Yeah. Guess what? I'm going Love Hungry Man also.
Wow.
I dig it.
Nice.
Yes, this is going to be tough, man. Moving on to round 10. Night Prowler versus Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. What are you thinking, Rick?
This, if it wasn't personal, this one would be one of the other toughest ones. But I've just got a thing for Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution, because it's like, when I first heard it, I learned it on guitar. I thought it was the coolest fucking thing. It's like it just comes in so soft, and then when it hits, it's like it was badass. So personally, I've got a thing for it. I've covered it in a bunch of bands and all that. So, but yeah, Night Prowler is sick. I don't know what. Yeah,
it's tough.
Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution is my jam.
Here we go. That's the pick. What do you got, Damo?
Yeah, I'm going the same way too. It was pretty easy. I mean, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. I just just that statement, but it's also it's got a cool groove, in the verse and everything. But so that's what I'm going with.
Mike,
I went with Night Prowler.
Wow.
I mean, the other one's a good song. I just have an aversion, and this one isn't as bad as other ones. But I have an aversion to songs that have to mention rock and roll in it. So to me, that's a turn off. Like that bites my ass. I don't know.
And how many do they have? They got to have a lot of songs with rock and roll. They got to,
right? Yeah.
And a lot of songs with hell in it.
Yeah.
I could deal with that, but just when it's like the main, like rock and roll all night. Piss.
Rock and roll hoochie coo. All that kind of stuff. Yeah.
There's not too many songs that we will rock you, or it's just that I could deal with that.
I think when we're younger, when I was younger, I was into all that, and then as I got older to start writing, I'm like, it's kind of corny, even though it's not corny, but to us it's corny because we think we move on from that, but
yeah,
it's still rock and roll, I guess, But there's a ton of songs that have the word rock and roll in it. We have to do an episode on that. Which ones? Yeah, which ones we like? Which ones we don't like?
When it was new, it was cool.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you got I Want to Rock. There's a ton of them, man. There really is, and so it's like
too many, way too many.
Yeah, but sometimes you shouldn't overthink it. You should just fucking roll with it. Sometimes it's just cool. If it's cool, it's cool, right?
I don't want to rock with it. You want me to roll with it?
It's like in Boogie. You ever see Boogie Nights where Dirk Dingler, he comes up here and he's like, I'll keep on rocking if you keep on rolling. It's like fucking funny. But all right, we're on the last round 10. Oh, that was round 10. What the fuck am I doing? I'm the last pick
for you.
we got to tally this up.
We're gonna go with Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution.
That's what you're going with?
It's a banger.
All right.
Yeah, you can put that in any fucking movie. It works.
All right. Well, I'm going to tally them up. And, okay, Back in Black is the winner.
Okay. How close was it?
3. It was 6-2.
Really?
And there were 4. There were 4 rounds for a draw.
Nice. Wow, man. So the winner, Back in Black, wins this battle. So we're here with Rick Reynolds from Stone Horses, who also has a solo EP coming out, right, Rick? You can catch it on Spotify.
Yeah.
Home Away from Home is the single.
That's it. It's out now on all platforms.
What's the name of the EP, Rick, and how many tracks?
There's gonna be 5 tracks on it, and it's called Portals in Progress. And the name came from the art piece on the cover. It was done by a friend of mine who got a long history with. And if you check out my YouTube channel, there's a video of him actually explaining the piece. Okay. I knew him from Texas, and he did the art piece for me, and he didn't know what he was going to call it, which I think he says in the video. And then by the time it came out, he'd named it, and it was kind of like it just fit everything that I was doing, and I stole it because it was fucking
it was cool. Yeah,
the art
as you do with good shit, The
artwork looked real good.
You. Sal Create Art on Instagram is his handle, and he does a lot of wild shit. So
nice. We have to look him up, Damo.
He's a good friend of mine, and
very cool. Now, did our guy Dave Pyron from Wombat Studios, did he master the whole record and mix the whole record, or?
He did. He made it real easy. I shot him an email, and he sort of 2 or 3 emails later, he kind of gave it to me and said, "What do you think?" And it was a few days later out on the platforms. So
Nice.
He did a great job and came to a recommendation from Damien. So yeah, I'm pumped, and whatever's next, I'm sure we're going to meet down the track and work together on some things in the future.
Nice. Yeah, Dave's a great guy. Dave's done a lot for us so far too. Dave Pyron, Wombat Studios in Gibbsboro, New Jersey. If anybody's looking to record, mix, master, whatever you want to do, give Dave a call, and he works at a fair price also.
Yep.
All right, guys. So we're going to try something different here. We're going to try 10 stupid questions. So it's going to be dumb, but it's stupid shit, all that Facebook crap that they put up there and, half this, answer it. We don't know what the fuck we're doing, but we're going to go in rounds. We're going to start with Rick, Mike, Damien, then I'm going to do myself. And let's just have a little fun with this. So
this is like one of those slang books that they used to call them, right?
Sure. Whatever you want to call it.
Okay. It's always best going first.
Yeah. We're going to get a total different perspective. It's great. So we're going to start off with Rick. 10 stupid questions. First question. 3 words to describe yourself.
Jesus. I'd say I'm curious. I'd say I'm smart, and I'd say I'm stupid.
Here we go. Curious, smart, and stupid. Sounds like you get into a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Probably sums me up pretty good.
Mike D.
Well, one of them's already out there, so.
Well, say
Angry.
it. Angry.
I'd say I'm a bit of a prankster, but I'm loyal.
Okay. Angry, prankster, and loyal. Okay. Here you go. Damo, how about you?
I'm going with immature, goofy, and loyal.
I like it.
If there was a fourth one, I'd probably put loyal, but I went with short, bald, and round. It is what it is. The chicks might dig it. You never know. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. Question number 2. Most overrated rock band. What do you think, Rick?
Oh, man. It is so fucking tough because
there's so many.
There is. But I got to go before you guys, so it makes it way harder.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know. A rock band I've never really understood or given a shit about is Dire Straits.
There you go. Yeah, I only know a couple tunes.
Massive and just
they were just there.
Everyone but everyone sounded like everyone thinks they're cool to like or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
I'm with you on that one. I can pass on the Dire Straits. How about you, Mike?
Yeah.
I mean, I could pass on the Dire Straits. I mean, I'm going to catch a lot of hell for this one. I have to say the Doors.
What? Really?
Fuck yeah, man. I'm with you. I don't give a fuck about the Doors.
And I should like it because I like that kind of odd stuff. And it's just, for me, I don't know. Like everybody I grew up, the Doors. And I'm just like, I like a few of the tunes, but I don't know. They just really don't do anything for me.
Wow. Okay. And Rick's with you with that. Rick agrees.
Yeah, but just the way that you said that is like, there's a bunch of bands too who like you're supposed to like, and when you grew up like around our era, it's weird to say that you don't like them.
Yeah,
right.
Like,
exactly.
There's a few of them like the Doors, like you said, all your friends like the Doors. Like, well, I'm getting into rock and roll. Am I supposed to like the Doors? It's like, yeah. They fucking sound like shit to me. And then when you get a bit older and you get your own thing, and that's okay. And it's like,
so I was more Zeppelin. So
yeah. I'll take Sabbath over all of them, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. Now I'll go with Sabbath before Zeppelin.
There you go. How about you, Damo? Overrated?
Man, I got a list.
I think we
you're
all
usually
do,
the nice guy.
How much time you have? Man, All right.
Is this a Dahlia Shire thing going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get something new here.
I'm going with. I'm going to go with Pearl Jam.
Wow.
I just don't like. I don't think they really brought anything to the table. Like when they came out, like I don't know. A lot of people cite them as an influence. I just don't hear it.
Yeah.
I think the other bands that came out around that time, I could hear in like newer acts. Pearl Jam. I mean, who they influenced? Creed. I mean, I know it's supposed to be on D1, but I'm gonna go with the other two real quick: Bob Dylan and Neil Young. I don't get it. I don't get either one of them. But
you know what's funny, because I got into them more as I got older. The two of them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm not a big Bob Dylan guy, but the songs I like. There might be like 5 or 6, like Blind Willie McTell or something like that. Something like that's cool.
Like same thing with Neil Young, man. He just has some really there's a couple really good ones I like.
I mean,
I think
Harvest Moon might be the record.
And guess what? I'm going to go against my rock thing because I love Rocket in the Free World.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, I am.
It's all right if it's grunge, right?
It's just like I'll forgive that song. I really do like that song. So it's
I'm so sick of that one.
I know.
What's weird?
Everybody covers to get like some cred.
That's some
dude. That's.
Is it me or when that song came out? I thought it was an old song.
So did I.
I thought they just re-put it out. It sounded like an old song.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy for me, and I know some people love him. First time you hear him, you go, "Wow, this band's really good." And Tom Morello's awesome. I fucking hate Rage Against the Machine. Hate them. But get the fuck out. After one song, that's enough. It's the same fucking shit. Morello, unbelievable. The band, unbelievable. The singer, get the fuck out after one song.
Yeah.
First song you hear, you're like, wow. Then after that, it's like, all right, one trick fucking pony, Give me some melody.
This could be a whole other show. Like, musicians you love but you hate their bands.
Yeah.
Tom Morello is probably
Morello's awesome.
He's at the
top
of my list. I mean, I can't say I hate I kind of like them. But
I like a few songs, but
yeah. I mean, when I was younger, I wasn't really into him, but I really like him. I like pretty much everything he does. I mean, he's a great guitar player.
Morello's awesome. Morello's awesome. Innovative, But I mean, just because they put, fuck you in a song, it pumps me up. It's a great song. I'll take System of a Down and all their fucks a million times over. Before.
Yeah.
It's creative.
They're creative with it. Yep.
Melody.
Exactly.
It's all about melody. I don't even mind some rap, but it's the same. You listen to Bulls on Parade, and it's the same chorus. It's the same thing. At least for me, it is. Yeah, what do I know? I'm still fucking doing music in my 40s, and I'm fucking down the basement right now. So what do I know? Fuck it. Let's move on to number 3. Food you refuse to eat. What do you got, Rick?
I don't know how it offends you guys or it's just out in the burbs that I am, but scrap hook and suck a dick.
I love Scrapple, man.
No thanks. No thanks. It's
really
bigger
awesome.
on here.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Mike T, what about you?
Any insect type of food, I would say.
You and the fucking instincts. Instincts. I can't even say insects.
Grasshoppers.
Nope.
Grasshoppers.
No way.
You couldn't come up with something better you don't like, or do you like everything? Then fucking insects.
Pumpkin pie. Is that better for you?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
You don't like the pumpkin pie?
You don't like the pumpkin.
First time I ate it, I threw it up. Can't eat it again.
Wow.
I think about it, I start getting a little,
Okay.
So,
Found something you don't like.
Pumpkin pie.
How about you, Damo?
Indian food.
No good.
I had it twice in my life. The first time I absolutely hated it, and a friend of mine took me and treated me, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that I hated it. That I thought it was nasty. And then the second time we went for like this work thing after NAMM, and it was a little bit better. It was edible, but I'll never go again.
Yeah. Before I tell you what I don't like to eat, I will say that Indian food or Middle Eastern food, whatever you want to call it, or Mediterranean, I guess they call it. My sister and my brother-in-law, me and my wife, all went out to this place in that, I don't know if it was the Northeast or something like that, but it was somewhere. And we sat down to eat, and the food in general, it was okay. The stuff that was cool, and the other stuff was like, what the fuck is this? But it was one of those things where like you pay $80 or something like that, and they give you the whole round. So they come out with I never ate this stuff before, so they come out with all the stuff, and there's no forks or nothing. And I'm like, where the fuck are the forks? They're like, oh, you eat your hands.
Don't they like come out? They like wash your feet and stuff like that.
Not your feet. They wash your hands and this thing. It's kind of interesting.
Remember the scene in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom where Indy he lands in India and he's sitting down with him, Short Round, and the girl, and they give him food and they're all like picking it up, and it's like there's like flies on it, and it's like disgusting,
like spiders and shit,
dude. And then the chick comes around. They have the girl come around, and she gives you like a couple pieces of that bread stuff, and I'm like, you better leave the whole fucking thing here. You know what I mean? Crazy. It was okay. The eggplant thing was all right. The rest of it was weird. It was, you know what? I wouldn't say it was good, but I'd do it again because it was an interesting experience. So I'd do it again, maybe once a year. But for me. And you think I would like it because I like both things? I can't stand rice pudding. I won't eat it. I haven't ate it in 30 years.
I love rice pudding.
I won't touch it. I don't know. It might be a texture thing. I don't know. I mean,
yeah. I can see that.
Can't do the rice pudding. But we'll move on to number 4. Here goes a good one, Rick. If you would be a cartoon character, who would you be?
I've been told many times that I remind people of Shaggy.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Very, 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 very.
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. How about you, Mike?
Well, right now, no, you wouldn't see it, but I would say Popeye.
Popeye.
Yeah, I'm bald. Okay, I smoke a pipe. I eat spinach, and I work out sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know if I'm buying the Popeye, but we'll move. Maybe
Bluto.
Right, I'd say Bluto, maybe. I don't know about Popeye or Brutus, whatever his name is.
I'm comparing attributes here. You're just trying to hurt me.
I'm going with Bluto for you. What do you got, Dano?
Does Animal count?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
My Little Pony? No. Are you a brony, Damien?
Are you a brony? Yeah, no. That's a whole different subject, Dame.
That shit is weird, man.
Oh, yes.
So you're going with Animal, Dame?
I'm not even going to ask.
Oh, you got to look it up. It's strange.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah. I'll Google it later.
Yeah, it's worth it. For me, it would be Fred Flintstone for me. Definitely. I'm always coming up with some scheme that never works out, or some new, we can make money with this. Huh?
I didn't even hear what Damien said.
Damien said animal from the Muppets.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he said, can it be an animal?
No, animal. The drummer, animal.
Okay, I got you. I hear you.
Yeah, for me, it would definitely be Fred Flintstone because, I'll come up with an idea that I can make thousands with this. It'll cost me $2,000. I'll lose money, and my wife's like, you did it again, huh? I'm like,
Old Twinkle Toes Flintstone.
Twinkle Toes, yeah. All right, Rick. Best decade for music.
Oh man, this is so torn between 80s and 90s, but man. I think I'm probably gonna have to go 80s, but like the last little bit of the 80s in particular, like when guns were just coming in, and all the super late 80s shit that is like borderline 90s. Was where it really was killing.
Very cool. How about you, Mike?
I'm gonna go way back, and I gotta go to the 70s. I mean, everything, it was just, it had that sound to it. It was, they were on the experimental side. I mean, they were probably doing a hell of a lot of drugs. So, yeah, I mean, even though there was disco, now I can go back and listen to some disco and say it was cool. But,
right.
I mean, I think you get a lot of the 70s.
Yeah. How about you, Damo?
Yeah, that's a tough one. It's either 70s or 80s. But I think I got to go with 80s because I really like even the pop stuff that came out then, you know. So that's what I'm rolling with.
I'm gonna go with the 70s. Just because Kiss, Aerosmith, Iron Maiden first came out. Yeah, Judas Priest first come out.
AC/DC.
70s, AC/DC. I'm gonna go with the 70s, probably because of Kiss. So I'm gonna go with the 70s. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. Rick, for Black Sabbath, better with Ozzy, better with Dio?
I didn't even think they ever existed with Dio. Yeah, I have no reference to any of the shit they did with him. Like,
right. How about you, Mike? Sorry.
I'm
just saying Ozzy's the man.
Yeah,
you got to go with Ozzy. I mean, I love Dio, but not with Sabbath. I like Dio on his own more.
How about you, Dame?
Probably Ozzy, you know, just because he's got a, slightly larger body of work with him. Now, solo, I would definitely go Dio solo,
right,
over Ozzy solo. Only because
that's interesting,
dude. I had a guitar player I played with when I was like 18, and he was super obsessed with Ozzy, and that's all he wanted to play was Ozzy songs. And
that'll do it.
Because of that, I can't listen to like the first 2 Ozzy records anymore. It's just like, but as far as the Sabbath, I'm gonna go with Ozzy era.
As much as I like Dio, and Dio's got a fantastic voice and a better voice than Ozzy, to be honest, but Ozzy, I'll take Ozzy any day. Ozzy could sing anything. I love it. It doesn't matter. It's got this creepy sound to his voice. It's eerie. It's just Ozzy. Definitely Ozzy. 100% Ozzy. I'll even take Ozzy solo too over Dio. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Rick, are you late or early when it comes to things? When you have to be somewhere?
Early. I'd say early. Yeah.
Rick's an early guy.
That was my mother, man. She put it in me.
Yeah. My wife's like that. She's early for everything. Early for everything, man. How about you, Mike?
Oh, I'm definitely late. Definitely late. I think it's your fault too, but
I'm a bad influence.
You're a bad influence.
Damo?
I usually arrive early, but I don't like, if I got to be somewhere by like, let's just say 8 o'clock. I'll usually get there like 7:50 or something, but I won't actually walk into the building until 8 o'clock.
He hides a block away and waits for everybody to walk in.
I'm here.
Exactly.
I'm too cool to walk in early. I'm going to walk in late.
Because I don't want to be the first one. So,
right.
I'll hang around the vicinity and then show up at that. So I'll stay on time.
Well, here you go. For me, I'm 10, 15 minutes late for everything. Everything. No matter what I do. I don't know. Stuff happens. You got to go to the bathroom. The dog's got to get let out. You got to feed the dogs. There's out of order. There's always something wacky that, even if I'm on time, it throws me off somehow. So I'm about 10 minutes.
So here's what happens with Albert. Mike, come over earlier tonight. All right. I come over earlier. Albert's in the bathroom. By the time he gets down from the bathroom, I'm like, wait, I could have came over later.
Right.
So this is why I say it's your fault.
There was a point. Mike will come over a couple nights a week and hang out, bullshit, watch TV, play some video games or whatever. So I was timing perfect. My wife would be downstairs. I'd be like, she's like, Mike coming over? I'm like, yeah, Mike's on his way over. I was like, you know what? He's probably going to be here in 5 minutes. Let me go take a crap. So I would time it almost where every time he walked through, I was taking a crap. It was almost done purposely.
But I know what to do, because while you're taking that crap, I get your dogs riled up.
Yeah, I can't shit when they're making noise. It really does. It's like, horrible. It's horrible, man. So I'm a little late for everything. Okay, Rick, here goes a good one. What celebrity would you say people say you look like?
Oh, man. Been living with this one. God, more than half a life now, but I get Steve Buscemi wherever I go.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah,
wow.
I get strangers in the street who'll stop me when I'm wearing shades and a hat, and they're like, "Yo, you know who you look like?" Yeah, and then when I wound up playing bass, and then people started throwing the photos from Airheads at
Airheads,
me. You never live
Freaking
down.
awesome.
But, I mean, at least he's got a better set of chompers than Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an upgrade.
So if,
You're the upgrade
if
version.
If Steve's listening to the Mixtapes podcast, just, give me a job, mate.
Yeah, man. Mike, how about you?
Well, no, I mean, this is kind of tough right now because, I mean, before I was told I looked like Rob Van Dam.
When you had the ponytail a little bit, yeah.
I used to have people I used to wait for the subway, and I had this one guy get off one time, and he just goes, Rob Van Dam, like right in my face. I had no idea who the guy was. And then you're going to laugh at, I've also been told Vin Diesel.
Yeah, I've heard somebody say this.
Yeah.
I could see that.
How about you, Damo?
I got a few, actually. One time in New York, somebody thought I was Alice Cooper's brother. I was like, it's like, dude, he's like
Mini Coop.
He's like old enough to be my grandpa. A few people have called me Ronnie James Dio, which I was pretty offended by that. But I used to think when I was younger, I kind of looked like. When I was younger, I thought I looked like Lou Diamond Phillips from Young Guns.
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
But then, about 4 or 5 years ago, somebody put a photo from that show. What the hell is it called? American Horror Story. This character, she was like, "Oh my God, you look just like this guy." And there's this actor, I had to look him up. His name is Wes Bentley.
Right.
And holy shit, man! If I did not look like a spitting image of that guy, it's like it's kind of scary. He was on like 3 seasons of but he played like this character, William Mordrake or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that dude. Yeah. The hotel one he was in. Yeah.
He was in that one too. Yeah, Freak Show. He was in that one.
Yeah, because he had like the old outfit on. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. He had the old outfit. I think he had like another face in the back of his head or something.
Yeah, I know which one it is. That's great. I always
get that
guy
more than anybody.
I always get when I was younger, when I had hair. When I had the hockey hair, I used to get Rick Toppy when I was a kid. Yeah, when I had the hockey mullet. Yeah, I rocked that mullet like a motherfucker.
Who didn't have that mullet then?
I rocked that mullet. I'd rock it again. I'm telling you, if I didn't get my balls broke from everybody, I'd try and rock it again.
Dude, let's throw some
you
skulls.
Had the best.
They loved
the best mullet.
I had the John Stamos. It was big puffy on top. It was real long in the back. It was the John Stamos mullet. But nowadays, he got skinny now, but when he was a little heavier, I used to get Evan Seinfeld from Biohazard all the time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I can see that. Yeah,
I used to get that a lot. But now he got skinny. He's no fun no more.
Skinny?
Yeah, he got skinny now.
Was he shooting extra porn or something?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Exactly, man. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Rick, blondes, brunettes, or redheads?
Damn, man, it's tough.
Like them all, right? Like them all.
Yeah, I like them all. We gotta say blondes, but oof,
it's tough.
If redheads get it right, yeah.
How about you, Mike?
I have to go with brunettes. I think I've only been with one blonde, and the rest were brunettes.
Wow, Damo.
Yeah, I'm brunettes too.
Are you? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get in a lot of trouble if I say otherwise.
Yeah, man. I got to go with blondes. Definitely blondes. I don't even care if they dye it. Still good. Got to have long hair though.
Yeah.
Got to have long hair. So long hair and blonde. That's what I'm going with.
No, I'm in with a shot.
That's great. All right, Rick. Ramones or the Misfits?
Oh man, it's weird. That's tricky because I think like the Ramones have better songs, but I think I like the Misfits more. Just because they're the Misfits.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, yeah, I think you go Misfits.
Cool. Rick goes with Misfits. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I like the Ramones, but I like the darker side of the punk spectrum of the Misfits.
How
So
about you,
yeah,
Dave?
have to go.
Oh man, it's really, really close. Really, really close. But oh shit. Got to go with the Misfits. No, not the Misfits. The Ramones. I'm going with.
You're gonna be the odd man out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a Danzig guy. I'm going with the Misfits 100%. I like the darker, campy horror stuff. I love Danzig. So, yeah.
How about
Misfits?
How about Danzig or the Misfits?
First 4 Danzig records.
Yeah.
The first 4 Danzig records are unbelievable.
Right.
So, yeah, I would say the Chuck Biscuits, Glenn Danzig, John Christ, and Eerie Von Danzig lineup, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I say too.
Yeah, I go, because don't forget, Danzig could also play the Misfits song, so it's all right.
Mhm.
I get the best of both worlds there, you know?
Right.
All right, guys, we got the last one. Rick, if you could close one fast food chain, what would you get rid of?
You know what, man? You could close the doors on Taco Bell, and I wouldn't miss it.
That's a good one.
Lived in Texas for a lot of years, so for anyone out there, Taco Bueno, man, that's where you want to go.
I didn't think of that one. That's a good one.
You
That's
know,
a real good one.
You know, it's funny, and like people probably give me shit for this, but I always look at taco as like setting the standard, the bar for Mexican food. Isn't that bad?
Pretty bad, yeah. I like the old burrito.
Yeah, we got a good Mexican joint around here. It's like authentic stuff that I'll go to sometimes.
Yeah, I only get a burrito though. From
Yeah, same thing with me.
Los Galos. A little shout out to the Los Galos.
Yeah.
But Mike, how about you?
I'm going to just go against the grain on this one. And I'm going to go with McDonald's.
Are you nuts?
Well, hear me out now. I want to see who scrambles to the top after they close. See who the big guy is after that.
McDonald's.
Burger King.
No, if I'm closing
Amazon.
it, who's going to...
Who's going to take over?
Amazon
taking
Fast
over?
Foods.
Apple.
Yeah, Apple, yeah. Wow.
But
Mike's
no,
going
let's close
against
McDonald's. Because I don't eat fast food really anymore. So I could go without any of them. But let's see what happens. Let's see who the big dog is after McDonald's goes down.
That's going to be tough. How about you, Demo?
I was probably going to say Wendy's, but
They might be down.
yeah, I think I'm going to go with Popeyes.
Oh, yeah, they went bad. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, because other than that chicken sandwich, man,
It's pretty bad.
if I want chicken, I'm going KFC. Actually, if I want chicken, I'm going to go Royal Farms gas station chicken. That's my all-time favorite.
There you
But
go.
yeah, I'm going Popeyes. I never really. I was ready to say Checkers, but I love Checkers. Yeah, it's
Checkers is good.
yeah, Popeyes.
Well, for me, I was going to say Burger King, but guess what? Rick woke me up on the Taco Bell. That's probably one I'll go the least. Yeah, Rick, I'm with you. Taco Bell.
I'm saving your butthole, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? It's funny because that might be my favorite one of the fast food places. is
Because you're the
Taco
fucking
Bell?
opposite of everybody.
You know what? Taco Bell's up there for me too.
Yeah, I mean,
You like
I
it?
used-
Yeah.
Yeah,
I used to
Burger
like-
King.
I'm with Rick. Nope.
Burger King I love too.
I like Burger King too.
Burger King's good till you start burping. Once you burping that shit up, it's weird. It's fucking
They
weird.
all got that. They all got that.
But you know what?
I'll go
I mean-
McDonald's.
McDonald's, I love McDonald's, but like 5 minutes after I eat it, I hate it. It feels like
Yeah.
a war is going on in my stomach. Like, oh God, just like tears you apart.
Oh yeah, 15 minutes. 15
Yeah.
minutes you're in the bathroom. Definitely. So I'd like to thank Rick Reynolds for coming on, Rick. It was awesome, dude. Very nice meeting
Hey,
you too,
thank
man.
you guys
Cool,
for
man.
having me.
Thanks, Rick.
Nice
That
meeting
was
you,
a
Rick.
lot
Thanks
of
for coming
fun.
on.
Dude, we got to hang out. Once all this crap blows
appreciate
over,
it.
we all got to hang out one night.
Yeah, for real.
It'll
Yeah,
be cool.
Absolutely.
It'll be
Look
cool.
forward to it. Check out my new single.
Yeah. Home Away from Home. It's on all platforms. How about that? Do you have a website or a YouTube page?
Yeah.
Where can they go? Rick Reynolds?
I've got a YouTube channel. Yep. Just Rick Reynolds Facebook, Rick Reynolds Instagram, all that kind of shit. It'll tell you everywhere. Instagram's my main one. Save me up there at Rick Reynolds.
Very cool.
And Stone Horses too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stone Horses. All the handles are at Stone Horses Music. We've got an EP out at the moment. Came out in June. Single "Good Old Days," which hit 36 on the Billboard rock charts.
Nice,
Pretty cool.
Awesome.
So yeah, we kind of ran that out, and then we're waiting for clubs to open because what do you do now? You know,
Yeah.
write the next one, I guess.
You
But,
just got to write. Keep writing. That's all.
Yeah.
Stay busy,
That's
man.
it.
Yep.
Just stay busy. Rick, like I said, thank you once again, man. We appreciate you coming on. We really do. And maybe we should get you on one of those Monte Carlo tracks, you know?
Yeah.
We'll get you on one of those tracks if you want.
To. I've been loving the stuff you guys putting out, and I've been loving listening to this podcast too. It's been a blast.
Awesome,
Thanks.
man.
So
yeah, you made it a lot of fun tonight. It was fun. It was definitely fun. All right, guys, Mixtapes and Tasty Cakes podcast. We'll see you all next week, and hopefully we'll get Rick back on soon. Definitely a good time. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Thanks for having me, guys. Bye.
Thank you.